This week, Dave shows off an astoundingly lightweight wheel designed with Formula One technology and world-class style. A race car and toy hauling trailer that leaves the rest in the dust. A revolutionary toolbox and workbench in one, and some tools you'll want to put in it. Next on Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings.
Motorhead Garage, the program that each week introduces you to and shows you how to install the latest in exciting and innovative products for your vehicle. Motorhead Garage is presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now here's your host, Dave Dobson.
Welcome to another edition of Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Okay, I know you see wheels here and you're thinking, I've seen a bunch of wheels, they're all the same. These are not like other wheels. Tell me how wheels, Patrick, from Lightspeed Racing are different. What are some of the awards you've won?
So Lightspeed Racing wheels have been used on the Pikes Peak record-holding vehicle. They've also been used on a number of other class-winning vehicles and record-holding vehicles. Plus, they have the SEMA award for the best new wheel.
Well, and you're not messing around. It's not just about style, it's about performance. In fact, when we were at SEMA last year, that's where we ran into Patrick, you weren't in with the other wheels. It's all divided off in sections. You were in the performance section. Yeah. Tell me how I'm getting more performance out of my wheels with Lightspeed.
Yeah, Lightspeed Racing shows as a performance product because it's a true performance product. Our wheels are super lightweight, and that lightweight is a weight reduction that translates into all-around performance. That means acceleration, braking, even fuel economy. We have tested these wheels on a dyno and gained 10 horsepower and 10 pound-feet of torque just by switching to our lightweight wheel.
Even 1 horsepower is hard to come by, so you can do a supercharger, a turbocharger. That's expensive. You can chip your car. It's going to avoid the warranty. Wheels, they're the easiest thing you can do.
Yeah, you can put a set of Lightspeed Racing wheels on your car, make your car look great, get all the added benefits, and you don't have to worry about voiding your warranty. You can bring it into the dealership. You're not going to get any trouble from the dealership. And when you decide to sell the car, you can take these off and sell them. They don't lose their value.
Of course, the style is important. We'll talk about that in a minute, but you're all about performance, and you get that through the materials you use. Tell me what these are all made of.
Right. So we have 3 options, starting with our forged aluminum. Then our most popular and lightest is our forged magnesium, and our top of the line is our full carbon fiber barrel with the forged center. And
they're all great looking. I want to show you. It's talking about performance, talk about lightweight, talk about Lightspeed. When's the last time you were able to do that with a wheel? These are incredible. We couldn't tell which boxes were empty and which ones actually had wheels in when we were unpacking these. I know you said magnesium on that wheel. Magnesium has always raised a red flag for folks. They have a lot of problems with them. How are these wheels different from those of yesteryear?
A lot of people think of magnesium and they think of the old school magnesium, cast magnesium wheels. This is a modern forged magnesium alloy wheel. It's alloyed with different metals which make it more stable, stronger, corrosion resistant, not going to catch on fire.
Important.
This is actually similar to what F1 race cars use. So if a F1 has decided that forged magnesium is the best option for a wheel, they're probably right.
I'd probably go with those guys. They do a little research.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the style, and that is where this all started. Tell me about your design background.
So my background is in industrial design, and I wanted to design wheels that would look good, that would pop on the car, but not overtake the car. And a main thing that I consider in all the designs is weight. So I know what geometries and what kind of designs are going to look good, but also are going to be lightweight and strong.
You have a bunch of different models to choose from, but from there, the wheels are actually customized. How does that work?
So when you go to the website, you check out all the designs, and then after that, you can choose, do you want the forged aluminum, the forged magnesium, or the carbon fiber? Then the size, the color, the vehicle fitment, even the brake clearance can be customized to perfectly match your vehicle.
So they tell you what kind of brakes they have, and you can suit it to their needs?
Yep. If they have the standard factory brakes, or if they've upgraded to a larger brake kit, that larger brake kit sometimes won't fit on all wheels. And that's where a custom wheel like this comes into play, because we can make sure that that's going to fit over your larger brakes.
You've talked about how much stronger these are. You could talk about that all day long, but I'm thinking a wheel that light can't be that strong as you claim. How do you back that up?
Each wheel comes with a 3-year warranty, and we start off the design process with a computer simulation of load rating to make sure the design makes sense on the computer. After that, we actually do third-party testing to make sure that these do meet the load rating that they were designed to. And then we have real-world testing on the street and on the track.
When these roll out of the factory in California, how do you know the quality's there?
Each wheel is checked over very carefully, make sure that there's no blemishes. And because we have manufacturing here in the USA, if there's anything that you happen to, maybe you scratch it and you need to send it back to us, we can easily fix it for you and send it back to you.
We talked about the styles and the different types of wheels. What are the size ranges you have in stock?
We offer from 16-inch up to 24-inch. We offer one-piece wheels, three-piece wheels, and even bead locks.
Now, if I have an application and I'm not sure what I need or what I want, can I talk to you about that?
Yep, we've been making wheels since 2014. We have a lot of information on different vehicles. So if you have a specific question, you can email or call us and we can work through all that for you.
I can tell you these wheels are like none I have ever seen. They're from Lightspeed Racing. You can find the right wheels for your vehicle at lightspeedracing.com. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings really soon.
Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. BrothersTrucks.com, your #1 source for 1947 to 87 Chevy and GMC truck restoration. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. NH Oil Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system. And by Prestige Motorsports, engineered, tested, proven.
Here at Motorhead Garage, we know a lot of you folks love to race, and maybe you'd like to take a toy out on the weekend. Well, hauling your race car or your toy is a hassle sometimes, and once you get there, you need a home base to operate, maybe work on your vehicle, and a place to store it at night. CargoMate has an incredible solution. Billy, what are we standing in here?
This is a CargoMate Eliminator, 8.5 by 34 foot. It does have a super stock package in it.
And there's a lot of options here. I know that you are a drag racer yourself.
Right.
So how did you tailor the design around that?
When you're in, every other weekend, every weekend, you see things that you can change, make better for yourself. So that will ultimately make it better for the end user.
This is the super stock package, as you mentioned. What are some of the options included with that?
Some of the options are aluminum walls, as far as the interior walls, the flooring, the lighting, a thicker skin on the exterior.
And this is something that's built for durability. What kind of chassis is it built on?
The chassis is built out of double-stitch 8-inch I-beam. It's on 16-inch cross members. The side posts are 16-inch centers as well, along with the roof is 16-inch centers, as far as your steel tubing.
And how much thicker is the skin than the traditional trailer?
Your traditional skin is 30 thousandths. These are 40 thousandths, which is a lot thicker.
Absolutely, a lot more durable. This is going to stand up to the weather and stand up to the forces when you're hauling down the road.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about some of the features on the outside. The awnings are great looking and easy to take out.
They are. They're nice. They're projection Girard awnings. They're two 16-foot awnings. They come out about 12 foot, where your typical awning comes out about 8. So you get a little bit more shade. They do have lighting on the end of the awnings.
I know a lot of folks like to hang out on the back of the trailer as well, and you've thought of that too with that awning.
Absolutely. Sometimes that sun coming off of that aluminum tread plate, it gets pretty vicious.
You're obviously a man with lots of experience at the racetrack here, and some work lights too. It gets nighttime. You're a lot of times still running at night.
We do. However, all the lighting in this trailer, and the interior and the exterior, is 12 volt. So if you don't want to run a generator, or you want to cut your generator off for a little bit, then you can run the whole trailer. But the exterior work lights are very bright.
The magic of LEDs,
yes,
very low power. Cool. And the lighting inside, you have some blue lights, and you also have some white lights as well.
That's correct. Same thing. They're 40-inch little single strip LED lights, very bright at night as well. Plenty of lighting.
One thing I noticed here that I haven't seen in other trailers, the lighting on the floor.
Yeah. So when you get to the track, when you're finished racing, and especially if you're on the losing end of the racing deal, you come in and your trailer is typically dark underneath, especially if it's at night. Then you can turn these bottom floor lights on, and you can see to hook up your ratchet straps and so on.
That's perfect. And as far as bringing the vehicle in, you've made accommodations for a winch as well.
Absolutely. We've got a mouse hole built in the base cabinet and a winch plate on the bottom part of the floor. So if a customer wanted to put a winch in, they could do so.
Some of the other options here, this cabinet holds a generator.
It is. It's an insulated generator compartment in this part of the base cabinet. The outside will have a 36 by 33 generator door with a slide-out tray that you can put your generator in.
I also noticed some pretty sweet speakers here. Tell me about the sound system.
Yes, we have a wet stereo system, which is awesome sound. And it's got 2 subs, and then it's got 4 interior speakers and 2 exterior speakers.
Excellent. And also the cabinets here, what's the construction?
It's aluminum frame, and then it's aluminum skin, so super lightweight cabinets.
And you've included a U-line toolbox there.
Yeah, it's a 6-drawer toolbox that's very handy. Working on hot rods, you need tools.
And then, of course, the wardrobe cabinet.
Yeah, you have the wardrobe cabinet. You can put your helmet, your driving suit, your shoes. It's real handy.
This is one thing I like a lot. The spare tire cabinet here. There we go.
You can use this for your spare tire, obviously, but you can also use it for storage if you wanted to put your straps, your jack stands, jacks, whatever you would like. But primarily, that's what it's used for, as a spare tire.
You can get it down and out of the way. Very cool. And over on the side, over the wheel wells, there a number of cabinets too. And that's a feature I haven't seen in a lot of race trailers.
Yes, we do put wheel well cabinets. It's kind of wasted space, so we put the wheel well cabinets there. On this particular cabinet, we split the doors. So if you have your car pulled in, you can get to the top set of cabinets without having to unload your car.
You've thought of all kinds of stuff for convenience and for utility, but folks also want to be comfortable. How can you help solve that problem?
Absolutely. It gets hot at the track or cold. So we put an 18,000 BTU mini split on this particular build. Very, very efficient, and man, it'll keep you cold.
I know roof units only cool things about 20 degrees inside.
About 20% lower than ambient temperature normally.
And these work much better than
Yes,
that.
sir.
And if that's not enough, there's a solar panel on the roof to give you a little extra power. You can find Cargomate trailers and all the options they have. You can find the right one for you. You can build the right one for you at their website. Again, cargomatetrailer.com. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. So don't touch that dial.
Dragonfire Tools, quality, affordable storage. Proud sponsor of our DragonfireTools.com studio.
A Dragonfire Tools tool storage system, of course, starts with their amazing workbenches. But Lou, how can I expand beyond this and make an even bigger system?
So as you can see above our 7-foot workbench here, we have 3 wall cabinets, and those 3 wall cabinets are the exact same length as our 7-foot workbench. New for this year, we have a lower corner cabinet and an upper corner cabinet, and this allows you to be able to have workbenches down 2 walls in an L formation. And as you can see inside of this cabinet, we've got a couple of different features. We have a fully welded shelf in here. We have soft close hinges for the doors, and we also have magnetic closures at the top of the doors.
And it's super tough. How much can this support?
This will support up to 200 pounds inside this cabinet.
And how about the upper wall cabinets? Have an adjustable shelf in them, right?
Yes, our upper wall cabinets have a fully adjustable shelf. You can set it to whatever height you want, and the same soft close hinges and magnetic door closures.
And I like this big boy over here. This is the locker style cabinet here. Tell me what's going on inside.
So with this locker style cabinet, we have a fully welded shelf up top, and then we have 3 fully adjustable shelves on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we have a clothes hanger in there for coveralls or work gear, and then this space also doubles to be able to store taller tools in also.
They have a trillion bajillion combinations at DragonfireTools.com. There's also a discount code for Motorhead Garage viewers. Code Motorhead is going to get you free shipping and a discount.
Time now for the lowdown with Magic Creeper.
Just unpacking our roadside kit here with our Magic Creeper. Of course, you get the classic Magic Creeper, the original Magic Creeper in the kit. Along with it, you get some tools to keep you safe on the side of the road and to help you make some fixes if you need to. We've got the reflector here. This is just some of the stuff in the kit. Flashlights, of course, you can see at night. The emergency rain poncho. We've already told you the Magic Creeper keeps you clean and dry, keeps you up out of the mud. Well, if it's raining, then the emergency poncho will come in handy. Then you can stay dry while you make those fixes. And of course, the thing you'll probably use most, bungee cords and zip ties to make some emergency roadside kits. Even got the dynamo flashlight. And we have a pair of gloves that's going to keep
keep your hands dry and clean. And we've always told you can clean the Magic Creeper with no problem with your favorite solution. But you know, when you finish on the side of the road, it's going to be covered in mud, might be covered in dirt, who knows what. Well, guess what? Now we have the new Magic Cleaner wipes. You can take these with you, maybe put a couple in the glove compartment, and that's all you need. You can use this to clean your Magic Creeper. You can use it on the run, any place you go, wipe down your tools, and it even cuts through grease. So if you have some stuck parts or anything you need to unscrew or unbolt, the Magic Cleaner wipes are the perfect thing. They are brand new, and you can find them at magiccreeper.com. That's the same place you can find the one, the only Magic Creeper. There are others out there, but they are imitations. Steer away from them. There is only one place to get the Magic Creeper. Buy one for yourself. They also make great gifts. Once again, magiccreeper.com. We will return with more Motorhead Garage and more great products like this when we come back, so please stay tuned.
Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Custom Auto Sound, the originator of classic car OEM fit radio since 1977. Miller Cat, clean air technology. AP Laser, leading the way. And by Dragonfire Tools, industrial workbenches with integrated tool storage.
Now, Joe, at NHOU Protective Coatings, you've figured out how to protect our cars from rust underneath and how to get rid of the rust that's already there, but now you've discovered a new problem you're addressing.
So this problem was presented to us by one of our customers, and what's really cool about this is I was actually able to take part in a solution to this problem. I was not aware of the fact that many of these car manufacturers several years ago began in their attempt to go green, changing the coating on the wiring and the wiring harnesses, which are very expensive, from a petroleum to a soy-based product. Now, rodents already like getting in there in the first place. It's kind of a warm place, and now they really enjoy the taste of this new soy product. So we have a really big problem with the wiring harnesses, but we also discovered, because people are calling me and saying, hey, there's another application for this. I had HVAC guys call me up saying, they're into the wiring on the air conditioning condensers outside. And the RV people are telling me that, you know, are a big problem. And I know I had one during the winter months. So this kind of solved the problem. And as a byproduct, when you solve the problem with the mice, you also solve the problem of corrosion. And what we've done is we've put a essential oil menthol in there. We know they don't like to touch this oil. We know they're sensitive smelling. We also added something that it disguises predatory scents, like urine from a cat. Your nose won't detect it, but theirs will. And so it's a kind of a three-stage way of protecting you from rodent problems. And as a byproduct, rust.
You can check out the Mouse Out and all their other products at their website,
NHOilundercoating.com.
Tribotex is a great product that works. If you just inject it into the engine, you don't have to go through anything extra. But Pasha, if you want to take it to the next level and make Tribotex work at its best, there are a few best practices. Now, number one, you guys have told me, clean the engine. Make sure it's a clean surface to begin with. How does that work?
Yes, you want to make sure that these surfaces are clean. You can use engine flush before oil change, or you can use our new superior artisan bio-based cleaner called PR1.
And BR1 is great because it's environmentally friendly.
It is environmentally friendly, it is non-toxic, and third, it is a super concentrate, so a small amount goes really long way.
And the second thing, no other additives. You don't want to put other stuff in your engine while you're using Tribotex.
Yes, all additive companies, we all fight against common enemy, friction and status quo of large oil companies that produce mediocre product. But it is very difficult to know how different additives will interact. So we recommend you to stay within same technology.
Another one your lead engineer Brian told me about is actually mix Tribotex with the oil before you put the oil into the vehicle, right?
Depends on the application. You can inject it where it's easy to inject, or you can mix it with the oil and pour the oil through the regular route.
You won't notice immediate results necessarily with Tribotex. Sometimes it takes a little while, so you need some patience.
You're right, patience is the virtue in this case, because we are not immediate solid lubricant. We are film former. We build the film over time. It takes about 10 motor hours to build the film that gives you dramatically low friction and all the benefits that goes together with using the product. So when you wait a little, it pays off royally.
But in today's society, I want immediate results. So if I don't see it working immediately, I'm just going to add more and more and more. But that's a big no-no. You don't want to overdo it when it comes to Tribotex.
You will hear difference in noise in the very first 15 minutes when the valve train starts to quiet down. But the biggest difference is from the coating piston cylinder group. The very slow splash lubrication and rings remove most of the lubricant. That's where the most difference for the long-term effect and the fuel consumption happens, and the power. That's what you want to wait for.
You don't want to overdo it with Tribotex.
Yes, lower amount over longer time works better than more at once.
You can learn all about the tips and tricks on how to make your car perform better and how to protect it in the long run on Tribotex.com.
I tell you, Tribotex is the real deal. I use it in my own vehicle, and I love it. We've got more great products for your vehicle when we come back next week with Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. We hope you join us then. And remember, if you have a product you want to see on the show, email Jeff at masterstv.com. We'll get you here in our Dragonfire Tools studio. From our entire crew here at Motorhead Garage, we'll see you next time. So long.